3 is premiere week. Now, what does that mean? Well, to you, it means nothing, but to us, it means a huge amount. Thanks for joining us at Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Whether you're a listener or a watcher, this week has been big. Back in the old days, if you will, we used to have a show where we would just kind of send snippets of the content to clients when they wanted an answer to a question. But now this is going all over the world. We want people to know that, there's help out there for entrepreneurs. Again, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. So, the first 2 seasons, hey, we grew. We never expected to grow this much. And now we're in season 3 where we're going to expand big time. We know for a fact we are. And what I would say though is, our podcast, it's unique. Day 1, I should say Monday, really. Monday is Money Monday. Tuesday is Tax Tuesday. Wednesday is AI Wednesday. Thursday is Special Guest Thursday, where we can have any number of special guests who are going to blow your socks off. And then obviously Friday, it's Finance Friday. So what we're going to go over really quickly today, we're going to go over commercial property finance. This company, vastsolutionsgroup.com, right at the outset was just Vast Solutions Group. And basically, we're a conglomeration of a bunch of different finance companies, tax companies. In 2006, we kind of rolled it up under Vast Solutions Group and then vastsolutionsgroup.com. But really, what we are, if you really think about it, is a group of entrepreneurs who are helping entrepreneurs to, better themselves. So now, how did we come into commercial property finance? Because so many, this company has been around since 1969, started by Gary Coons. So basically, if you really think about it, we had all these clients who were basically real estate investors. 93% are entrepreneurs and also are real estate investors. So think about this. So we have all these real estate investors who for years, since 2006, have been saying, hey, Kenner, my name's Kenner French, please, get us some financing for some commercial properties or properties in general. And I would say, hey, go to B of A, go to Wells Fargo, or whatever the case is. And then it finally dawned on me that, wait a minute. Now, obviously, we're in a different interest rate environment. It's getting a little bit harder, much harder to get loans. Well, luckily, we have a couple of connections, plus we have a number of clients who actually are helping with loans. So we thought, wait a minute. All right, we're going to help you with loans. It kind of makes sense. And then we've built out a huge commercial property finance division. So now we have all these clients who are asking us for finance for real estate properties, commercial typically. And then we have all these guys and girls who will help people get financing. So now what does that mean? Well, it means, we're here to help people get financing. But now this is not an advertisement really. So what this is, I'm just going to explain to you, kind of the way of the world as far as commercial property financing. There is financing out there because a lot of our clients, as I mentioned, you're probably listening or watching and also a real estate investor and thinking, man, it is difficult to get financing, but there is financing out there. And some people are sitting on the sidelines. Well, what I would say is invest when the market is bad because the market's low. And then hopefully you're buying in a low valuation. And then down the road, the market is going to go up and then you can sell if possible, or hopefully leverage that and buy more properties. So, but what I would say is, if you really think about it, right now is the time to go out and try to get financing. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but still it's possible. It's possible. And here I am talking on Finance Friday about finance, but man, at least go and see what is out there as far as financing, because it's out there. It's out there. It's going to take more work, more bank. You might have to go and see more banks. By the way, we have over 750 banks at our access, plus a number of private money lenders who are very aggressive. We have some family offices who are way aggressive about real estate. So if not us, go out and try to get financing, because right now is the time to be buying properties. When if you could get, supposedly I just saw someone got a building in I think it was Oklahoma for 4% of the peak value. I don't know if that's true or not, but theoretically, even if that's coming close to being true, hey, that shows you right now is the time to get investing in real estate. And especially even if they had to pay a huge amount of interest rate, I don't know what the interest rate was, but if that's the case and they're buying it, it's supposedly 4% of its peak value, that commercial building, man, oh man, it is going to cash flow down the road. And who knows, When it goes up, you can refinance at a lower rate down the road when rates get better. I don't know. But I guess what I'm saying is right now is the time to be looking at commercial property finance and real estate finance more than ever. Don't put your head in the sand. It doesn't make sense. The people that we're dealing with now more than ever who are aggressively buying real estate, they're buying at low valuations, and those are the people who are probably going to succeed going forward. But who am I to tell you? I would say do your research on your own. You will find that. Right now is the time to be more active than ever. Well, here we are. We're done with our first week, season 3. Man, it's been fun for me. We had a guest. We've been talking about, AI. We've been talking about, money on Money Monday, taxes on Tuesday. This is going to be a huge, huge season for us. The people that we're going to have on board that are, by the way, guest hosting. We have Elizabeth MC. We also have Liliana Faulkner. We also have, some special guests, Jonathon Cronstead, who started Kajabi. We have Stephen Hilgart, who obviously is well known because of Tony Robbins. He was Tony Robbins, right-hand man and big sales guy. Big consultant, I should say. We have JD Gibson, who's, changing people's lives as far as entrepreneurialism. He's taken people from W-2 income to entrepreneurialism. We have Rob Flick, who obviously is kind of the Pied Piper. No, he is the Pied Piper of real estate agents and building teams. He helped Keller Williams. Now he obviously has helped EXP. This show, you would think, it's just a normal podcast that hasn't been really heard or watched before. Well, it wasn't watched or heard before because we were intentionally keeping it small, keeping it only for our clients. Now, my gosh, now we're going to raise it up to our, everyone in our database is going to see it. We're going to get some engagement. This is going to grow into really what I would consider something I'm very proud of because, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there who need help. So this is going to be a collaborative effort. We're going to ask for some help from you. We're going to ask for some ideas to make it that much bigger, which, by the way, if you go to info@vastsolutionsgroup.com, again, info@vastsolutionsgroup.com, we'd love to get some of your ideas how to make this that much better of a show that can help you, the entrepreneur. Once again, my name is Kenner French of the Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. It's been a huge pleasure, for the, since 2006, and now with, rounding out season 3 of the Vast Voice. It's been a pleasure, and I'm excited about this season. Thanks for joining us.